Hello everyone, my name is Zishan Beg. I am Cloud Evangelist at DataNext Solutions, and today we are going to talk about what is the big difference between security groups and NACLs in AWS. So before we get into it, let's see a quick VPC. We have virtual private cloud here, and we have a couple of subnets inside it, and few EC2 instance and RDS instance running in these. So what is the difference between security group and NACLs? Uh, NACLs called basically network access control list, and security groups are kind of a rules. They kind of do the same purpose. There are slightly differences, and that's what I'm going to explain it. So security groups basically is a set of network rules that what ports should be allowed, and what access you have on certain ports, but they work on the EC2, or you can say instance level. So basically when you launch your EC2s or RDS, you tell AWS basically what type of security groups are attached to it. So for example, this EC2 instance need to access certain ports, for example HTTP, HTTPS. You will open that port in the security group like 443 port or something. Same thing for RDS. If you are for example working with Postgres or any database, that port should be open on a security group level. So for example, you have a security group separate for the databases and separate for the EC2 instance web traffic, and separate for the application server. So you will allow certain ports in the security group on the and attached to the instance level. On the other hand, NACL's network access control list, they work on the subnet level. So you basically, these are the default rules that what type of traffic is allowed in your subnet or denied in the subnet. So you can have separate uh, NACLs defined and attached, associated with certain subnets in AWS, but these are set of rules that work on the subnet level, and that will apply to, for example, all the instance running on the subnet. So the first AWS will evaluate the NACL rules, and then it will evaluate the security groups, and then the communication would be allowed. Another difference between NACLs and security group is that security group are kind of a stateful, which means that you have to only open the port one time. For example, allow inbound traffic, and automatically it will know where to do the outbound traffic. For example, 443 port is allowed, and all communication inbound and outbound both work uh, through the single rule. On the other hand, on the NACLs, you have to actually explicitly allow access for inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Also, you have to, when you launch the EC2 instance, unless the security group is attached to the instances in running in your subnet, it won't be effective. On the other hand, NACLs is already attached to your subnets, and default subnets, whatever subnets you create, and we have a default NACL already defined, which allows all the traffic by default. But on security group level, you have to actually go and open these ports explicitly. So hope you like this quick tip this week. Let me know in the comments what you want to learn more about AWS or Azure Cloud, and I'll make sure I'll cover that topic in my following post. Thanks.